you as many maidens would be.
Morning, chat. Morning. Smash the likes up. Make sure you guys are subbed up to the channel day after. Manchester City are currently sitting in 8th position in the Champions League, which is a whole lot better than we did last year. A whole lot better than we did last year, chat. What did we finish last year? 18th or something. In fact, I don't even think it was that high, bro. I think it was, where did we finish last year? 22nd, bro. That's so bad. Oh my God, we won 1 out of our last 5 games in the Champions League last year. What the hell? We lost 3, drawn 1, and won 1. That is insane. That is absolutely incredible. Yeah, wild chat, wild. Hopefully you guys, yeah, it's not morning. I know it's 12:30. It's 12:30. Yeah, I know it's 12:30. Anyway, hopefully you guys are all doing well, man. Smash these likes up on the way, chat, if you've not done so already. Shout out to MP, man. Come on, bro. Big up to Duru, big up to Herbal, Michael, Makolo, Kid, Denzel, Luke is here, Annie, David's here, Denzel, LV, CI. Come on, bro. Big up to 6, big up to Annie, big up to Yeehaw. Haaland's fuming, bro. He's not happy, mate. He's pissed off. He's not happy, bunny. Yeah. Let's have a look what he's been saying this morning. Yeah, this new format is tough. This new format is tough, man. I can't lie. He says, we didn't play good enough against Monaco. We can do better than this. And that's why I'm upset, because in the first half, we dominated much more, but not so well. Which is not good enough. That doesn't make me happy. You can't lose too many points like this. We know it. We have it in the back of our heads that you cannot start losing the Champions League because there are strong teams every single game. It is difficult. It is difficult. This new Champions League format is tough, mate. It's a tough gig. Yeah, I can't lie. Like, it's hard. It is really hard. I'm actually like pretty shocked at how tough it is. Like, you can't really afford to drop points in more than like 3 games if you want to get champion. If you want to finish in the top 8, which is that is tough. You know, and that's why last night I was saying that we have to win our next 2 games now. We have to win our next 2 games against Villarreal and Dortmund. If you drop points in any of them 2, you're probably not going to get top 8 unless you go to Real Madrid and win, which, you know, no one's really that confident on at the moment. But yeah, it is frustrating. It's very frustrating because, you know, I thought first half we played all right. Not amazing. I still think people are glazing the first half. It was only really Foden that was doing anything in terms of creating or looking active. Doku wasn't great. Bernardo wasn't great. But it was all right. You know, we was playing okay. We was causing them a few issues, and that get 2 great goals from Erling Haaland. That unbelievable goals, world class. And that's probably why he's so frustrated, because he's just scored 2 amazing goals. And then the second half, that for me, that 25-minute spell in that second half, chat, is just where I like just look at and go, what's going on, man? Yeah, what's going on? And that's what Harland's saying. That second half was poor. Yeah, especially that first 25 minutes, very, very poor. Like, you know, we've got, I don't know how we do this. Yeah. I don't know whether you need to buy new players. I don't know whether the manager and the coaches can instill it in the players. I don't know if the players are just hiding from it. But we have to, and I know I said it last night, yeah, but we have to create this killer mentality in our team and in our squad that we are very, very lacking right now. Very, very lacking. You know, we look at it, the Brighton game, 1-0 up. Yeah, didn't do the job, didn't kill the game off. Yeah, we look at the Arsenal. I know the Arsenal game's a bit weird, right, because it's not the same. But still, we went 1-0 up. We had a few opportunities to get a second goal, didn't take it, drop points. Yesterday, we're winning. Yeah, did we come out in that second half and go, no, like, let's full send it? Like, I was expecting that as soon as the second half started, I was expecting City to fly out the traps and go, come on, let's go get this 3rd goal. We get that 3rd goal, the game's over. It's dead. It's dead and buried, man. But again, we come out, and I just don't understand what the plan was. I don't understand what the game plan was in that second half, in that first 25 minutes. You know, we were just fucking about, passing the ball around, doing nothing. And it's like, you can just see it. You know, on the Burnley game at the weekend, we did a watch along at 1-0 up. I was saying, these guys are going to score any time now. They're going to score in a minute. They scored literally a minute later. You can literally see it because we've seen it all last year. We know what's about to happen. And it's not that the players are shit, because the players aren't shit. We know the players aren't shit. Yeah. But I just feel like, I don't know, something's missing from them. Like the urgency, the desire to go and get the game won. You know, they go 1-0 up or they go 2-1 up or whatever it is. And then they just start fucking about with the ball, passing it left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And it's like, fucking go and kill the game off, man. Yeah, we did nothing in that first 25 minutes in that second half. Nothing whatsoever. The hunger. Yeah, exactly, bro. The hunger was gone. I don't know why. I'm not sure why. Because like I say, we're not a terrible team. We've not got shit players. We've got decent players. Yeah, we've got decent players. And like I say, last night wasn't a terrible performance. But it's not just about the performance, it's about the mentality. And again, I think back to like what has been the major issue with this squad over the last 12 months. It probably has been the mentality. Well, the mentality still ain't fully right yet, is it? Clearly, based off what we just seen yesterday. So if we can get that mentality right, yeah, we'll be a very solid team, mate. Yeah, we'll be a decent side. But until we get that mentality sorted, we're gonna keep losing games. We'll keep dropping points because you can't do that. You can't, especially against decent sides. Yeah, Monaco are a decent side. You can't do that against Monaco, man. Do you know what I'm saying? We lost the ball a lot and we're physically dominated by them, says okay. And questions need to be asked. Why does the mentality and quality drastically go down in the second half? I don't know. Did you guys see that stat? I think I read it out last night. Did you guys see that stat yesterday? Let me see if I can find it. It's wild. It's something like we've conceded 44 goals in the second half in the last month. Sorry, not in the last month, in the last year. And 33 of those 44 goals, yeah, have come in the last 10 minutes. Something ain't right there. Something ain't right there, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's a mentality issue. It's a mentality issue, mate. Yeah, if I can find it, I'll bring it up. But that's crazy. Did I see any mistake in Pep's decisions? I think a lot of people are getting onto Pep last night. I don't really think Pep did a lot wrong, really. Like, should he have took off Doku? Well, we're winning the game, so, you know, and he wasn't exactly playing well. So to take him off, I don't think was a major L. I think not taking off Bernardo Silva was probably a mistake. You know, he wasn't really offering us much going forward. And to be honest with you, I don't think he was offering us a lot defensively. So it wasn't like, oh, we got to keep Bernardo. Because, you know, some games, right, you need Bernardo Silva on the pitch, innit? Because, like, the way he performs defensively and, like, his work rate, sometimes you need that. But I don't really think we had that yesterday anyway. So, personally, yeah, he probably made a mistake there not taking Bernardo off. He could have put Savinho right wing. He could have put Bob on. And we would have had a little bit more of an attacking threat, to be honest with you. On another day, those two crossbar go in. We talk about how the killer instinct is back. Football is a strange game. I know, but I hear that, and I've seen people say, but we hit the bar twice. That's all well and good if this was a one-off. If this was a one-off, I'd agree with you, but it's not a one-off. Yeah? We 1-0 up against Brighton, did the same thing. We was winning against Arsenal. Dumb decision in the last minutes of the game. The last 12 months have shown us that this isn't a one-off. So yes, we can defo say we were unlucky last night. Hit the bar twice. Referee decision for the penalty, maybe sus, maybe not. But it's not a one-off. This happened for the last 12 months. So that's where I go. You know, that's why for me I'm more like this keeps on happening. But you can still both things can be true, right? You can say we were unlucky last night, but you can also say you make your own luck in this game. You make your own luck. And that's where, for me, you've got to be, you know, burying the match. Is it an exhaustion thing or mentality? I don't think it's an exhaustion thing. I think it's a mentality thing. I think coming out in that second half, we didn't have it. We didn't have that mentality to go, let's go and kill this game. Let's go and win this game and see it off. We get the third goal, the game's over, and then we can relax. Instead, we relaxed and then they equalised. Nico G overperformed Rodri. Nico G was very good yesterday when he come on, man. I'm pretty gutted that he gave the penalty away because it sort of downmarks his performance. But I thought he was really good when he come on. I thought he was really, really good. We need to sustain the level of performance for longer because we only seem to be able to do it in the first half. Yeah. Now, this is another problem. This happened for the last year as well. Again, that's why I'm like, it's not just a one-off. It's happened loads, you know. The Monaco keeper made a couple of decent saves. Yeah. Especially in Europe, with how easily you can get penalties. A VAR is 1-0 lead, always dangerous, says Jace. Exactly, man. Exactly. Exactly, bro. Pass the ball into the box. Too many players playing hero ball and not making that final pass that Pep teams made past deadly. Yeah, I hear it, man. What do you think about Nico G? Yeah, I thought he was all right. He wasn't at his best yesterday. I think you're wrong, bro. I think Nico Gonzalez was really good yesterday when he come on. I thought he was really positive. getting on the ball, passing the ball forward, really quick with his passing. I thought he was better than Rodri. But obviously, he gave the penalty away in the end. And whether you think it's a pen or not, you put your foot in the air like that next to someone's head. And yeah, you're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble. You really are. Facts, it's a bit of both. We should have killed the game with a 2-goal cushion. That's fundamental mentality. But the referee also had a stinker. That's a fair comment. It's a fair comment. Defo. Is it really a penalty? Whether it's a penalty or not, everybody who's watched football for any period of time knows that if you put your foot next to somebody's head, you're asking for trouble. That's the facts. That's the facts. Yeah, so was it a foot? Was it a red card? Sorry, was it a penalty? Maybe not. Maybe it was. I don't know. But I'd probably say no. I think he got the ball right. But at the same time, I'm not losing my shit because I know that if you put your foot up in that height, you're asking for trouble. I've watched football for long enough to know that. It's no surprise to me that he gave a penalty. You can't do that. The ref was soft. Yeah, the ref was bad. I can't lie. To be fair, Dyer runs into his leg, but putting your foot up in the penalty is just wild, Elliot. This is basically what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not a penalty. I'm not saying it is a penalty. My point is, don't put your foot next to somebody's head in the penalty area. It's stupid. It is stupid, bro. Yeah? The pen, I don't care about. The free kick that led to the pen was never a free kick. Not put your head up there. Not put your foot up there, bro. You can't do that, man. You can't be doing that, bro. Do you think that Van der Sar guy played good? Well, he was only on the pitch for 20 minutes, wasn't he? I didn't see anything that made me think, oh my God, let's sign him. Yeah, but obviously he only did play 20 minutes, so it's kind of tough to make a judgment of a player when they only played 20 minutes. But yeah, I didn't see anything that made me go, oh my God, get him at Manchester City Football Club. If that's what you're asking. To be honest. Ref gave them a goal kick when they kicked it out of bounds. Right, Brendan, how you doing, mate? Nico G cameo was good, but the pen mistake was a lack of experience. Yeah. At the end of the day, Harland is correct. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. Facts. Yeah. Harland is absolutely on the money. He's on the money. Yeah. He's on the money. That second half performance was poor. Very poor. And he knows, man. He's not glazing. He ain't saying, oh, it's a mega point. He's saying the facts. That second half was bad. I thought Aklish was decent, man. I can't lie. I thought he was actually pretty good. That's the first time I've ever seen him play football. I've never seen him before. But yeah, he looked like a pretty techie baller, man. Like, really, yeah, he looks all right. He does look all right, yeah. Facts. LB, we know this team so play can't go to create for Harland. This team ain't clinical. The team ain't clinical, yeah. Other than Harland, the team's not clinical enough. Again, we've only got 2 players that have scored 2 goals or more. One's Foden, who's on 2 goals, and the other one's Harland. We need other players to chip in. Yeah, this is why for me in the summer, I think a winger's non-negotiable. A winger that gets output. We need to sign a winger for me that gets output this summer. Yeah, because like as good as Doku's been this season, has he scored yet? Scored 1 goal. Yeah. Savio obviously doesn't really look like a player that's going to be a big goal scorer. We need to get a goal scoring winger. Marmoush isn't really a winger, though, is he, Fiddy? I like Marmoush, and I'm happy we've got Marmoush in the squad, but I'm looking for an actual winger. Yeah, I'm like an Olise, a Yamal, someone who is an actual winger who can get me numbers. Yeah, Marmoush, he can get me numbers, but he's not really a real winger, so sometimes he's a little bit clunky, you know? Yeah, he wasn't great last night, can't lie. LB, your thoughts on Lack? Yeah, there you go. I think we need a winger, man. Olise would be my dream. I think Olise is the perfect Manchester City player. Homegrown as well. Yeah, homegrown as well. I think he'd be the one, man, that I'd be going for in the summer. We need players to be able to chip in, man. Yeah, I think Reinders, when he gets going, he'll chip in with goals. That'll help. Rodri, he'll get a few when he's fully fit. That'll help. But we do need a little bit more, man. We need a little bit more, mate. Everyone needs to pitch in. We need goals from set pieces, goals from our wingers, actual presence other than Haaland. Yeah, facts, man. Facts. What if Olise stays on the touchline? He'll still score goals. He'll still score goals, bro, because he's a quality baller. Yeah. He's a quality baller, man. All right, bro. Joe, don't even be giving me those sort of thoughts, man. If Harland gets injured, yeah, we are cooked if that happens, man. I can't lie. We would be finished. Who scores our goals in that situation? Yeah, that would not be good, man. That would not be good. Apparently, Manchester City wanted to sign Jules Koundé during the summer. What? Who's Deco? Is he the sporting director? Barcelona sporting director Deco confirmed that Manchester City made an approach for Jules Koundé. Manchester City were looking for a fullback. They asked us if Koundé was on the market, but there was no negotiation. No way. As if we wanted Koundé, bro. Imagine if we would have got Koundé, man. What? As if we actually wanted Koundé. That's crazy. Yeah, he can play right back and centre back. He can play right back and centre back. He can play both positions. Man, as if we were looking at Koundé, bro. Damn. Nah, Koundé's decent, man. I can't lie. He's a good player. Foden is going to start spamming from the outside of the box. Hopefully with Cherki and Marmoush back, they'll chip. Yeah, like I said last night, we're defo missing these two. We're defo missing Cherki and Marmoush, man. We need these guys back rapid, man. Rapid. Yeah. 100%. We need an engine that's a right back going forward. Yeah, exactly. Timber, Reece James, Livramento. Fucking just put the cash down, lads. Yeah. Put the cash down. We need a right back at the football club. I hope you all agree now that John Stones can't play right back. Did tell everybody, but hopefully you guys all agree that he can't play right back, mate. He ain't a good right back. He ain't agile enough. People moaning about the penalty is understandable, but we should have been outside by that point. Where was the third goal? Fourth goal, see the win. You can't rely on one goal lead. Says Luke. Facts, bro. Timber's. Oh, I think Timber's fucking class player, me. I think Timber is class, bro. Honestly, he is a top player, mate. Yeah, but why don't we go there and put some cash down? Why don't we go to Chelsea and put some cash down? Why don't we go, put the cash down, man? We need a right back. We need a right back, man, at the football club. Now, I don't think we're going to sign one in January, mate, but maybe we will. Maybe we will. I don't think we're going to sign anybody in January, but maybe we will get to January. We're like, you know what? We need a right back at this football club, man. Go and put 75 million on someone, mate. Timber's a baller. Timber's class player, man. I can't even like hide it, bro. I think he's mint. Defensively strong, physical, fast, good on a ball, good going forward. Yeah. He's decent, man. Huzanov right back, permanently inverted like Gvardiol, maybe. I wouldn't invert him. I'd just play him at the back, man, with the pace. I think we're all right with Huzanov, but Huzanov ain't a right back. And for me, Huzanov is going to be my centre back next year. I'm telling you now, if it's me, I'm dropping Diaz next year and Huzanov's going to centre back with Gvardiol. Gvardiol and Huzanov centre back partnership could be insane. Yeah. But you still need a right back. Jed Spence. He's just signed a brand new 5-year contract, though. He just had a brand new 5-year contract. We need that mentality back. Facts. Dumfries was available. I know this is why, bro. When we got to the summer, yeah, we were speaking about the right backs and Dumfries was there. I was like, why don't we just go and get Dumfries? 50 million quid. All those people who were like, LB, it's not FIFA. You can't just go and spend £100 million on a player. All right, and go and sign me Dumfries, 15 million euros. Oh, that's not good enough, apparently. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Short-term solution. Now we're playing fucking Nunes at right back and shit. Yeah, Livramento's out for 2 months, but I did see that. At least he's not done his ACL. We rarely cross balls. Because who can cross a ball decent in this squad? Nunes is probably the only one. Do you know what I mean? Players coming to City to learn new positions in recent seasons, says MD. We should be looking at that Wesley. Yeah, well, obviously we did look at him in the summer, but we decided not to go for him. He's gone has he gone Roma or something? I think he might have gone Roma. LB, since there's no top class right back in the market, what if Huzanov right back, then buy it? No, because I want a proper right back. Everyone else has a right back. Everyone else got right backs. Chelsea got 2. Arsenal got a right back. Newcastle got a right back. Everybody's got right backs. So I want to stop this wing it, man. Pisses me off how this football club has got all this money. We've got the greatest manager that's ever lived. And we make him wing positions. Yeah, we make him wing it. Not had a left back for a decade. Yeah, just I'll just wing it, mate. Now we've not got a right back. We've got no wingers that can score. It's like, I feel like Pep gets stitched up me a little bit. I'll be real with you. I feel like the guy gets fucking... They just expect him to work miracles every year. It's like, what the fuck? How about go get him the squad that he needs? Look what happens when he has the squad that he needs. He won the treble, man, and the four-peat. And now I've got no right back. Go and get him a fucking right back, man. Go and get him Munoz from Palace. I said that as well. Yeah, go and get Munoz from Palace. 40 million you could have got him for. Didn't get him. Yeah, there were options in the summer that we could have got. Didn't get them. And, listen, maybe we will go back for Livramento in the summer. And I hope we do. But we still should have signed, in my opinion, we still should have signed a temporary right back. We still should have signed a temporary right back, in my view. If you give world-class players to Pep, Pep will cook. Facts, man. Yeah, of course we will. If you give Pep better players, we'll cook. He's not going to win the league with his squad, man. I don't see it personally. I don't think we'll be a million miles away. I still think we're in a title race, but I'd be surprised. I think if Pep wins the league with this squad, I think it'd be the greatest achievement he's ever achieved, me personally. Winger is actually the biggest issue this team has. I personally think when Cherky returns, we'll look better. I'd be open to putting Cherky on the right wing when he gets back, but I don't think Pep wants to do that. I think he wants to play him through the middle. But then what do you do with Foden? Do you put Foden on the right? I don't really want to see Foden on the right. So I don't know, but I think Pep's got a little bit of a job here as to how to fit Cherky and Foden both in there. Does Pep not have a say in transfers? I don't know. He didn't even know who Doku was. Haaland likes to win. He behaves like that with Norway too. Yeah, because he's a winner. He's an elite level player. Rodri's the same. Yeah. Rodri the same. Rodri came out, didn't he, a couple of weeks ago and said, we've made mistakes off the pitch. Basically meaning we've signed shit players. Like, that's what he said. And now Harland's fuming. We've got to get back to signing. But this is why this summer coming up, yeah, in 2026, we need legit ballers. And this is why I keep saying no projects, no. We need legit. If otherwise, this is going to last a long time. Yeah, and it doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. People are, oh, it's not FIFA. We can't just, bro, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Only cost a lot of money if you want it to cost a lot of money. Yeah? Don't have to cost a lot of money. I was asking to sign Dumfries in the summer for 15 million euros, and people are trying to gaslight me and tell me he would have been worse than Nunes and worse than all these guys and shit. I'm like, what? 2 Champions League finals in 3 years and you're shitting on him. Like, what's going on here? I want Nico G to play instead of Reinders until he starts getting into Premier League form. I would like to see at some point Nico Gonzalez and Rodri play. I definitely would like to see that at some point. The one thing that I would say in Reinders' defence, although I don't think he's been amazing, he gets output. And we just spoke about how a lot of players in this team don't really get output, yeah? He's already got 4 G&A this year, and he's not even played well. So just bear that in mind, that even though he's not played particularly well, he still gets involved in goal-scoring opportunities. And you're taking someone out of the team that can do that. It's a tough one because on the performance levels, yeah, probably not. But you're taking out a player that can score. You're taking out a player that can create a chance. And putting Nico Gonzalez in, who's probably not going to really do that. I think Bob should also have started in a game like yesterday. I don't mind him starting Bernardo Silva, yeah. But for me, I think he should have took Bernardo off and put Bob on. Or Savinho on the right. That'll be a war, Nico and Rodri. I'd like to see it, man. I'd like to see Nico Gonzalez and Rodri. Yeah. And you can play Reinders in the 10 and Foden on the right if you want to do that. And then you just invert Foden if you really want to. So you don't have to drop Reinders. Yeah, you could play Reinders. Play Reinders in the 10. Play Foden off the right. Tell Foden to invert. Get Nunes bombing forward or whatever. Like, there are solutions. Definitely solutions, man. 100%. Why do you always want signings every time we draw or lose? Because when you draw or lose, it highlights what we've not got in the team. Seems to me Reinders is pressing on the defensive end. He just needs to let the game come to him and he'll start cooking, says Nick. Oh, yeah, he's mint, man. I like Reinders. I think he's going to be a baller. But I think I need a little bit more from him, 100%. But like I said, and I'm not 100% on dropping him because even though I don't think he's been amazing, he does get involved in goal-scoring situations. And I think that at a team where we're relying heavily on one player to score our goals, that's a bit of a gamble, in my view. You know what I mean? Having Nico and Rodri will mean Cherky will play as Cam, which will be great. Yeah, you can play Cherky as a Cam. Facts. It's not just signings because we've lost our draw, but we're a serious club. We need a right back, a winger to compete in all comps. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly, bro. LB, did you see the new Olise link which City Extra posted? I've not, bro. When did they post it? Olise. Manchester City are being linked with interest in Bayern Munich's Michael Olise. Ooh. Should we have a read? Officials at some Premier League biggest club will be happy to sanction an eye-watering 9-figure sum to sign one of Bayern Munich superstars. Manchester City's transfer strategy has undergone significant changes this summer with high pro. Yeah. This reshuffle has left Manchester City in a position where a major attacking signing next summer is viewed as feasible, and club officials seemingly remain keen to ensure that Erling Haaland has a high-quality supporting cast on either flank. According to German outlet Sport Bild, Liverpool interest is being put forward as the strongest with the newspaper's report. It's also being claimed that Manchester City's Premier League rivals, Manchester City and Chelsea are very keen on the right winger. Perhaps remarkably, will be happy to spend 100 million on him next summer. Should Bayern Munich make the player available in a bidding war between England's elite appears inevitable. For City, the reported willingness to stretch to 100 million shows a clear readiness to compete at the very top for the transfer market. Speculation will continue throughout the season with Bayern Munich under pressure to balance sporting ambitions with financial realities. For prospects of landing another Bundesliga superstar also revives memories of their success in signing Erling Harland. Yeah, man, go get him, bro. 100 million euros. That's worth every penny. I paid double that. Yeah, the guy's worth every penny, mate. He's class. Class player. Why are we so arse away from the home in the Champions League? Was it you who was telling me that apparently City haven't won an away game in the Champions League in a year? Surely that's not true. Surely that ain't true, bro. Someone said last night City haven't won an away game in the Champions League for over a year. I don't believe that, bro. Surely that ain't true. When was the last time we won an away game in the Champions League? To be fair, we did get knocked out. We've not played a game in 6 months before the Napoli game, so it's a little bit of a, a bit of a dead start. So last time we won an away game, it is true. It is true. The last time we won an away game in the Champions League was the 1st of October 2024 against Slavian Bratislava. So yeah, technically it is true, but at the same time, we got knocked out of the Champions League in September, so we not played. That was our first away game since February. So whilst it is true, like 6 months of that, we'd not even played a match. 6 months of that. Yeah, it is fact check. It is true. It's technically the stat is legit. It is right. Yeah, but at the same time, we haven't played a game in 6 months of that year, so it's kind of a bit mad. Big up Nigel says not being funny, but why is Bernardo Silva still playing games? LB, I remember you saying Bernardo wouldn't be playing as much this season. I can't lie, man. He's playing a lot more than I thought. I had a bet with Pulpy, didn't I, that he wouldn't start a single game right wing, but he did. Man. I think 2 games in or whatever. The fact needed more sample size. Yeah. I mean, it's true, but yeah, I agree. 6 months of that is not. LB, would you be happy with winning any of the trophies this season, even the Mickey Mouse Cup? So I don't think any cups are a Mickey Mouse Cup. I think all cups are legit. Yeah, I don't think we should be disrespecting any competition. I think we should be trying to win them all. But if we could win the FA Cup, yeah, or the Carabao Cup this year, that'd be I'd take that. You know what I mean? But it shows you again. It highlights just how far the squad has fallen. That we're now not even thinking about competing for the majors. So I would take an FA Cup if we won the FA Cup this year. I'll be happy with that. But at the same time, I would only be happy with it. Well, I'll be happy with it, but then we'd need to spend serious dollar in the summer to go and get ballers. Yeah, but there's only 4 competitions you can win a season, lads. Yeah, you shouldn't be disrespecting Carabao Cup and FA Cup, man. Yeah, Arsenal done that over the last 6 years and they've won nothing. So we can't be going in this, we need to focus on the prep. Now we go for all trophies, man. We win what we win. You can't win everything. You're not going to win the league every single year, are you? You're not going to win the league every single year. So if you can pick up the FA Cup or Carabao Cup in it, like last year, if we could have won the FA Cup last year in a terrible year, that would have been mega. Still would have been a disappointing thing on the whole, even as Pep Guardiola said. But to win an FA Cup in a year that you were shocking, that would have been amazing. Shows you the standard of the football club. But you need to be trying to win trophies, man. Oh, bro, Bernardo's obviously gone, man. He basically confirmed it in that presser the other day, mate. He basically confirmed it in the presser. It needs to be both, or it's a flop. Need both FA Cup and Carabao, says City down. I feel the club block the savings transfer is a perfect example of we moved backwards in terms of our transfer strategy. They turned down signing Olise for yeah. But I feel like the club have realised. I agree, but I think the club realised. I think this summer we seen the players that we were signing and the quality of the Cherkis, the Reinders, the Donnarummas. Yeah, so I think the club have realised, and I think they're trying to fix it. The problem is the damage was already done. So it's going to take well, it didn't have to take 2 summers. We could have done it in 1 summer, but we probably needed another 3 players because the damage had already been done. But I think the club have realised, I've already said that, I think the club have realised, and I think next summer, I'm confident this football club will go into the transfer market and sign elite level players. Elite level players, bro. And if we do that, we'll be mega again. We only need 3 mint players, midfielder, right back, and a right winger, and then we're cooking. Yeah, if you can get 2 midfielders, good. If you can get a centre back, good. But if you get a right back, midfielder, right winger, we'll cook, mate. Which is why, yeah, Trey, I just said in it. I just said, bro, we need 3 players. If you get Olise, yeah, massively help, but you do need 3 players. Mark Guay, Tino, Watt, and Olise. Yeah, that's cool. I'm down for that. 100%. Tonali and Elliot Anderson. That would be amazing if you got them 2. How class would that be? They have to sign world-class players or else we'll fall behind. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to sign world-class players, bro. And that's what we used to do. That's what we did. Gvardiol, Haaland, Laporte, Walker. Like, this is what we did. It's not new. We've done it before. Why midfield? Well, Rodri's 30, and who knows even if he's going to sign a new contract at this point. Bernardo's going to leave. Kovacic is going to leave. So we need at least 1 midfielder. We might need 2 midfielders. Diamande. A lot of people like this Diamande guy. Where did I fit Tonali? Tonali could play in the 8, bro. He could play in the 8, 100%. Josko needs to do more long balls. That ball to Harland was mint. Yeah, it was. It was a class ball, man. Yeah, it was a nice pass, wasn't it, from Gvardiol yesterday? Top ball. Yeah, I said last night on the player ratings, I didn't actually think he played particularly well last night. I thought he was really, really poor. But that ball for Harland was nice, man. That ball for Harland was nice. Jima Bar's in action today, is he? Yo, chat, should we talk about a player in the team that is probably outperforming everybody's expectations at the moment? That's Nico O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly, chat. What a player. What a player. What a player. This is a heat map from last night. 90 minutes played, got 1 assist, clearance, 1 interception. He won 7 out of 11 ground duels, 97 passing accuracy, 2 key passes, 1 cross successful, 1 long ball, shot on target. Wow. Wow. I can't believe, like, how good he is, bro. I just keep on expecting him to, like, drop a stinker at some point, and then we'll be like, oh, yeah, there we go. He's not a left back. But every game is just mega. Has he had a bad game? Has he even had a bad game? I feel like he had 1 game last year at left back where he wasn't great, but like I really struggle to think of a game where he's played at left back and not been great. Yeah. Like, bro, it's crazy how good this guy is and how defensively solid he is as well. How defensively solid he is. He's so good defensively. Like, no one gets past the guy. Yeah, he's a freak, man. Freak player. I thought last night he was unbelievable. I did. I thought yesterday. I don't know whether it was because Doku was playing a little bit wider and they were doubling up on him. He had a bit of space to run into. Maybe like that just helped him out a little bit. But he was proper good yesterday, man. Yeah, he was driving with the ball. Yeah, carrying the ball forward, defensively sound. He's just mint. And he's massive as well. So, like, he wins headers and shit. Makes us a little bit more physical presence. Yeah, I mean, he locked it off, man. Madueke and Saka. Crazy. Bagged an assist as well. Exactly. Oh, he's decent on that left-hand side whipping crosses in, isn't he? In a Pep system, he's not a midfielder, but his pace and his size and pace makes him a great fullback. Yeah, I've said a few times that I don't actually think the guy's played particularly well when he's played in midfield. But when he's played at left back, I think he's mint. How was Gvardiol poor yesterday? I thought Balogun absolutely cooked him all game, bro. Pep putting him at left back is so far perfect. He's not ready for the middle yet, but his passing and strength makes him great for left back. Yeah. Nah, facts, bro. Nico O'Reilly's a future star. Have you seen Valverde saga in Madrid? Now what? What? What's happened to him? Wow, what the hell is this? He released a statement, bro. I have read several articles damaging my reputation. I know I've had bad games. I'm aware of it. I'm not hiding, and I face the criticism head on, but I'm truly sad. People can say many things about me, but under no circumstances can they say that I refuse to play. I have given everything and more for the club. I have played while fractured and injured. I have never complained or asked about a break. I have a good relationship with the coach, which makes me feel sad. It makes me feel confident enough to tell him which position I prefer on the field. But I always made it clear that I'm available to perform anywhere on a trip and even every game. I left my heart and soul into this club and continue to do so. Even if sometimes it's not enough or I'm playing like as I'd like. I swear on my pride that I never give up and will fight until the end, playing wherever I'm needed. What? He's getting cooked, yeah. Why is he getting cooked for? He's been shit. He's been crap. No, that's mad. Cash in, Bray. Yeah. Oh, Real Madrid, man. We got a little cheeky offer for you.
Morning. How much is this?
149, sir.
I've got 50p. Fuck you, bastard.
Drop the cash. Drop the cash, Bray. Drop the cash. Yeah, he's good, man. I like him. He's the perfect Bernardo Silva replacement. How old is he? Valverde. They've got to sell someone this summer, innit? They're going to have to sell. They can't keep all these players, man. They're going to have to sell somebody. What's his contract saying? He's 27. He's got 3 years left on his contract in the summer. Yo, what he's saying? Go put the cash down. Go put the cash down, Bray. No one wants to leave. I know, but surely they've got to sell some players, man. Like, they've got too many players, Real Madrid. Like, look at the midfield, yeah? They got Tchouaméni, Valverde, Camavinga, yeah? Still got Dani Ceballos, Arda Güler, Jude Bellingham. Yeah, they've got a lot of players, man. I think we need to do a little Real Madrid raid at the end of the season, boys. I think we need to do a Real Madrid raid. Go raid. They'll sell Vinny. Nah, I don't know. Why is it funny that we want new signings, bro? I don't get why this guy finds it funny that we want new signings. Okay, apparently we're not allowed new signings, boys. What's with the João Neves thing? I don't know. People have been talking about that as well, but I doubt he's going to leave PSG. He's slamming it, isn't he? Oh, yeah, they got Paz as well, haven't they? Yeah. Just buy that youngster Modric. Yeah. Real Madrid players, every one of them feels like 20 years experience. I feel like you've known them for years. I know. That Camavinga's only young, man. He's only like 22, 23. I think Rodri's not signing a new contract should be a slap in the face of the club. He should only sign when he received guarantees from the board that they will sign world-class players. Yeah. Well, he's still not signed it, which is weird. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not panicking yet. But if he doesn't sign the contract before Christmas, I'm panicking at that point. I will be panicking. Mamouche Valverde long shots is going to be a movie, says Steve. They're not giving Vinny what he wants. Why? What does he want? He's playing left wing. He's playing for Real Madrid. What more can the guy want? Are you talking about money? Are you talking about money? They're not giving him the wage he wants. Nico Paz is mint. Signed by Labour. Yeah, we're not going to get by Labour. Oh, contract. He wants a big wage, doesn't he? He's only 25, Vinny Jr. He's only got 1 year left on his contract in the summer. What? Bro, he's only got 1 year left on his contract in the summer. That is crazy. That is a madness. My dream signing City would be Nuno, Neves, Olise, Gray for now. Nuno who? Nuno who, bro? He wants 30 million a year. I think they'll probably pay that, bro. Vinny and Saka both got a year left on the contracts. I know, man. I know. Honestly, man. I'd take Saka at City all day long. Yeah, could get me some output, bro. And his crosses are not too bad either. I'd take Saka all day long, man. Go put money down on the table, bro. Saka might go Real Madrid. Yeah, I don't think so. I think João Neves would come to City, especially I've talked about City players in the interview, could put down 100 mil to get him. Tonali, Olise, Livramento will be the best signing we could have. Yeah, but you're not going to get 2 players out of Newcastle, I don't think. You might get 1, but you're not going to get both of them. But the thing is, there's loads of midfielders out there. Like, you know what I mean? There's loads of good midfielders out there that you could go and get. The midfielder isn't really an issue. I think midfield is quite a strong market. Yeah. But it's the right back, bro. The right back is the weak market. That's why you're going to have to pay over the odds. That's why you're going to have to pay over the odds. Who would you rather between Saka, Olise, and Due? Olise all day long. Olise all day long, bro. 100%. 100%. Olise is a fucking baller, mate. Like, he's unbelievable. What a player. Olise, Valverde right back, and Tonali. Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, let's see what happens, man. We need to win this game at the weekend, though. Yeah, if we don't win this game at the weekend, man, I'm gonna be mad depressed, boys. I can't lie. Don't want Julian back. Yeah, go on, give us back, bro. We need him, innit? How many years Hakimi has left on his contract? Hakimi. 3 years. 3 years. You're not going to get him, bro. 3 years left on his contract. Don't see you're going to get him. He's so fucking good as well. Hakimi's 29. He's 26, bro. Alvarez says he... Nah, he's not said that directly. Apparently, his inner circle believes that he... I don't even think it was regrets leaving City. I think he regrets joining Atletico a little bit by what I've seen online. But that might not even be true. LB, you seen the Premier League plans to change the PSR rules? Nah, what they're doing? Are they changing it to the same as the UEFA? I thought they was changing it to the UEFA rules, which is squad cost ratio. So you can only spend a certain percentage of your revenue. Rather than it being based off of losing money, it's based off of you can only spend a certain amount of your revenue on wages, which is why Aston Villa are cooked. Because Aston Villa was spending like 96% of their revenue on wages. 96% of every pound that went into the club went to players. That's crazy, that, isn't it? That's crazy. So basically just get your revenue up, spend what you want. Dumfries. I'd take Dumfries, bro. I've already said I'd take Dumfries low. I'd definitely take Dumfries, man. 100%. Based off of UEFA, they plan for it to be like higher, 85% of revenue. Yeah, so you can spend more. Because the thing is, right, the Premier League's got to be really careful that they don't put the cap too low, because then teams can't buy the elite level players like the Mbappes and the fucking Vinnies and the Haalands and that. Do you know what I'm saying? So the Premier League has to be careful of balancing out fairness, which is not really fair, but fairness and making the Premier League an attractive league by having some of the best players. And if the clubs can't afford the best players because the Premier League's put this restriction on them, then they'll just go somewhere else. They'll go Germany, they'll go France to PSG, they'll go to Real Madrid, they'll go Barca, and the Premier League will have not the elite level players. So Premier League got to be careful. They can't be too harsh. Yeah. What's Timber's contract? I reckon it'll be 2 years, isn't it? Why not go shopping at some of these clubs, though, innit? Yeah, he's got 2 years in the summer. Why not go shopping at some of these clubs? Why not go to Arsenal and put 100 million on the table? Or 120 for Saka? Why not go to the... Why not? People be like, no, it's not realistic. Why is it not realistic? Why? Because you don't try. Ronaldo went from United to Real Madrid. Why? Because Real Madrid tried to sign him. Beckham went from United to Real Madrid. Yeah. We got Tevez from United, even though it wasn't technically from United. You got to try. People just give up these days before we even... Oh, we can't do that, LB. It's not going to work. Why? L mentality. You don't even want to try. You don't want to try. Go to them and try. Go to Real Madrid and try and get Camavinga. Go to PSG and try and get Hakimi. Yeah, what they're going to say, the worst they're going to say, bro, is no. Right, then you move on. Some people don't even want to try these days. They're just like, nah, I ain't going to try. There's no point, bro. Big up Mish says Haaland scored twice in the Champions League after 2 assists from Kevin De Bruyne. Was not on my bingo card. If there was ever a player that could help this guy score a goal, yeah, it was Kevin De Bruyne, bro. It was Kevin freaking De Bruyne. Madness. But yeah. Anyway, big up to everybody, man. I'm on Hussam's channel in half an hour, so feel free to come over there for a little mini show with Hussam and a couple of other lads. So feel free to jump over if you've not done so already. Go watch it. I'm on there every Thursday. I'll be back later on. I'm gonna message some of the lads, see who's about tonight for a cheeky panel show, man. See who's about. So I'll get the stream scheduled in a bit, and then you guys will see it. It's probably gonna be like 9 o'clock, something like that. But I'll message the lads later. But yeah, big up to everybody, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Smash the likes up. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. See you later.